Hello, 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 everybody, everybody. What's cracking? What's happening? What's going on? How is everybody doing? Guys, yes, you read the title of the video. She threw poop at her window. She threw poop at her window. Now, guys, if you have not seen my video from a couple of days ago, well, actually, I guess a week ago already, I made a video about a standoff, neighbor standoff. What the heck was the name of the video? But it's parking lot standoff in my apartment. And the lady that was involved with the parking lot standoff, if you have not seen that video, it's a must watch. It's a whole story about the parking lot standoff. But the lady, we got to talking after we talked to the police and everything, and after we talked out in the balcony, she was telling me a story about this lady that threw poop at her window. Hello, Huey. Yes, I'm barely telling the story. Give me a second, hold on. So, what happened, I have my water here. So that day, the lady was downstairs. We were talking about the situation, and we were talking, and she says, I never have problems here in the apartment. And I said, you never have problems at all? She's like, I had one incident a long time ago with my downstairs neighbor. And I said, oh yeah, your downstairs neighbor? So she was telling me that this lady with the little dog, she goes and the lady and the little dog live downstairs from her. The woman that I was talking to, she lives upstairs. That lady has like two kids, I think. Yeah, 2 kids. Well, I think 3. I think she has 3 kids. So constantly, of course, I know how it gets annoying when you hear kids upstairs and they're stomping around and stuff. That does get annoying, but these are grown kids, so more stomping, more thumping, more everything from upstairs. That the lady and downstairs with the little dog, she hates that. And of course, why live in a downstairs apartment if you're not going to consume the fact that you're going to hear thumps and numps from the upstairs people? So the lady just kept talking to her and telling her, could you keep it quiet and stuff? Y'all making too much noise and stuff. And then they would have plants outside, as like Spanish people would. A lot of people have plants outside here. And they water their plants. So they water their plants constantly in the mornings, afternoons, just doing the natural water. However, it goes down to the downstairs neighbors, patio, and sometimes she gets sprayed with water. And so she's all like aggravated that she's watering her plants and all the water is going downstairs to her patio. And of course, again, if you live downstairs, you have to learn to accept. You're going to hear noises from on top of you. There's going to be disturbance on the patio. Like, it's accepting if you're living downstairs. So then the neighbor tells me that, and I said, the lady with the little dog? I said, no way, I know which one you're talking about. I showed her the videos of that little dog trying to pee on my car. She would specifically try to go over there, and I put the alarm, and she only had 3 warnings. So the first time her dog was sniffing my license plate, and her dog peed all over my license plate. After that, I was like, oh heck no. I was like, I'm about to pee. And so she constantly goes around my car, and I would put the alarm. And then I think she thought it was funny, and I'm like, oh, your dog is not gonna be peeing all over my car. And I actually got a spray for the dogs and cats not to be peeing around the cars. So I got one of those sprays, and so she would constantly go around, you know, trying to manipulate the dog to pee on my car. And I was all like, look what she's doing. And she better not be doing that or else I'm going to chase her down. So it happened another time where she was attempting to let the dog pee on my car, but she didn't because she saw I put the alarm before her dog even went to my car. I said, look, this is where we're watching. I put the heck are these people doing? I put my signs out that day that you smile, you're on camera, all the signs that I have. And so after that happened, the lady, again, she let her dog pee on my tire, on my rim and tire. So the dog was peeing on my rim and tire. I was like, she got one more time, and then I'm hunting her down. I am hunting her down. So then after that, her dog again peed on my bumper. And I was like, oh hell no, we're gonna find out where the heck she lives. I'm gonna find out. And I went with a whole suit outside, and I left, and I was walking right behind her. And she felt like somebody was, you know, watching her, and I'm like, I'm following her all the way to her house. So I just followed her, and she got a little scared because she was like, someone's following me. I better run to my house. So after she ran to her house, I stopped right at her door. She locked her door immediately, and she did live in the apartment that, you know, I'm talking about. She never came back to my car, and her dog and her never came back, and that was good. That was good. She finally learned that someone is being highly protective, and I act like I had a big gun, like I had like, oof, bro. So I was already hot because she did it 3 times, and I was like, she ain't gonna do it again. She does it again, and we're gonna confess to her. Let me find out where she lives first, so that way I can figure out, and I tell the people in the property what she's doing and why she's doing it for. So I showed the lady that I was talking to, and I showed her the video. I said, this lady? She's like, yeah, that lady. Oh my God, you got it. I said, yes, she constantly came to my car trying to let her dog pee on my car constantly. And she's like, oh my God, this lady, man. The lady told me that this lady constantly got so upset. She got aggravated that why did she tell the front office that to lower my volume on my feet and actually stop watering my plants. So she got mad. And then all of a sudden, out of the clear blue sky, she says she found smudged poop all over her door, all over her window. The lady said she threw poop at her window, and she throws poop in her plants, and she leaves the poop right at the doorstep. So she was like literally doing like an animal would. You know how an animal doesn't like something, they'll either pee all over it or they'll poop all over it. That's exactly what this lady was doing. She was grabbing her dog's poop. And Paco, what you doing? Moving around a lot. She was grabbing her dog's poop, and she was just throwing it at her window. She was throwing it at her everywhere. And I don't know anything else about that, but she just told me that she did that, and she said she was highly upset. And I would have been, man, I'm highly upset. I would make a police report on the lady. I don't care if she lived downstairs, upstairs, anywhere upstairs. She needed to be, looked at into, like she was loco to the loco. And this was an old white lady with a stupid little dog. This little dog constantly be like, it's the nastiest bark I ever heard from a dog. I mean, the nastiest, ugliest bark. Like, her and that dog belong together. That's how horrible it is. She acts like the dog acts like her. Like, I never saw this woman speak, but I can tell you right now, I already dislike her, after what she was doing to this lady, and now I keep my eyes on her. I'm all like, bro, no, no, no. She got to be crazy. She got to be crazy. Let me go refill my cup. But yes, she threw poop at this lady's window. Now call me crazy. I know for a fact that people like that, they literally have a small pea brain where they want to revenge, so they figure out how to revenge. And again, if you're living downstairs, you ought to know you're going to have a lot of noise coming from upstairs. You're going to know. That's the consequences of living downstairs, is you're going to be hearing thumps. And I knew that too myself. I said, do I want to live upstairs or downstairs? I feel more vulnerable downstairs, like somebody could break in my house or whatever, than upstairs. Upstairs, I feel more comfortable. I can see people. I can spy on people. I just feel much better living upstairs. And jeez, I can't believe it myself. Paco, can you believe it? That's crazy. But this whole video, has anybody else had an encounter where someone tries to take revenge based on themselves? Like, it makes no sense. Not like that. There's a time to revenge like that, and there's a time to not revenge and just suck it up. And apparently she couldn't just suck it up, because, oh, I live downstairs and I have all rights reserved over here and stuff. No, the lady needs to walk around. She can't. She's paid for her apartment. She's got to be walking around all over her apartment. Yes, that does get annoying, but that's the consequences. Again, living downstairs. You're gonna be living downstairs. You're gonna have consequences. You may not like it, and to throw poop at somebody's window like that is unacceptable. The only way you throw poop at somebody's window like that, if it's something decent, not something so minor, so small you can't be watering your plants and stuff. That's rules that she put herself there for. That's not the apartment's rules. Apartments didn't say don't water your plants, and so that way it doesn't go on the downstairs neighbors. Apartments didn't say that. She made her rules like that. That's what I'm telling you guys. The world is nuts. The world is nuts. Cuckoo, loco, cocoa puffs. But yeah, Huey, can you believe it? She threw poop out her window. She threw poop at her window. And I'm so glad that I put my camera, Smile You're on Camera stuff on time. And I followed her all the way to her apartment. I followed her step by step. Each step she was going, I was going too. I said, you want to be peeing on people's property? You're not going to be peeing on people's property. And yeah, that too. I could have done the same thing too. I could have done the same thing to pee on my car. I'll pee on you all over your property. I'll pee all over this because you're letting your dog do that. Oh, it's a dog. No, the dog. You can easily get the dog and take it away from the cars. What? I don't understand. When I walk my grandma's dog doesn't go near anywhere on anybody's property. And every time she tries to get on somebody's property, I pull her, and then she comes back because she knows not to get on the people's property. Even if she's just there, she knows that, oh, okay, I can't get on this grass. I'll get on this grass. So she'll know. Dogs would know. You can't just be like, oh, I'm walking my dog, and that's where my dog wants to walk. It's like, you have control of your dog. You have control of your dog and where that dog walks. Just because the dog turns left doesn't mean you have to turn left. You snag the dog and go to the right. Because the dog smells a scent and he or she wants to go towards that scent, and you're letting that dog do that if you constantly treat your dog the way you're supposed to treat him. Not let him go where he wants to go. Let him go where you going. Because you remember how, I think it was in one movie where it's like, we don't walk dogs, dogs walk us. Because a lot of the humans these days, they walk their dogs and they don't realize the dog is actually walking you. The dog is in the lead. And people that are, I guess, trained with dogs and know how to handle dogs, they know, no, no, no. This is not how you do a dog. I mean, come on, for real. Even my own grandma's dog, she knows. If I tug on her harness a little bit, she knows to come to the left. It's like almost riding a horse. Almost riding a horse. Where you tug on one side of the horse's mouth and he goes this way. You tug on the other side of the horse's mouth, he goes that way. You halt the horse and he just stops. It's almost like that. You gotta train your dog to feel the vibe on the leash. I mean, that's just me, guys. That's just me. Some people just, oh, I let my dog run in the backyard. I don't have to worry about all that. It's like, because that's you. You got a backyard. Some people don't have a backyard. Some people right here in this apartment don't even know how to handle walking their dog at all. And their dog is over here like dragging them. I'm like, why is the dog dragging you? Like, have full control of your dog. Have full control. Like, I'm not saying that, oh, it's a poor innocent animal. No, these dogs are not poor innocent dogs. They are dogs. Yeah, you could treat them like dogs, but you still have full control over your dog. Anyway, guys, she threw poop at her window. Thank you, Huey, for joining, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.